Raise the children's creativity. Brain science.
A Day in Earthquake Village. This is Earthquake Village. Rumbling sounds. The ground keeps shaking and trembling so often that this town was named Earthquake Village. Jenny already has experienced 2 small earthquakes. During the first earthquake, the teacups clattered. During the second earthquake, the picture on the wall fell down. Jenny thinks that a third earthquake will be coming soon, so she's always on the lookout. The windows in Jenny's house rattled and rattled. Jenny yelled in a hurry.
Mommy, it's an earthquake! The windows are rattling!
Mommy waved her off and said,
No, the windows are rattling only because the train is passing by.
A little later, the ground began to thump.
Mommy, the ground is thumping! I think it's an earthquake!
Don't worry. It's the sound of the workers digging holes in the ground with drills.
Jenny sighed in relief.
We might not have earthquakes today.
Mommy smiled.
We can't be off our guard. We don't know when and how they'll come.
Okay. Mommy!
Jenny fell on her behind between words. Suddenly, the teacups on the table started clattering. The dishes inside the cabinet started rattling. Oh no! A real earthquake is here!
Jenny, hurry! Get under the kitchen table.
Mommy yelled, turning off the gas valve. Jenny rolled swiftly under the table. Daddy came running from the living room with cushions. Jenny, Mommy, and Daddy covered their heads with the cushions, covered their faces with their hands, and held on tight to the table legs. It's safe to stay like this until the earthquake is over. When there's an earthquake, the ground cracks up, the buildings crash down, and the roads are cut off. Why do such frightening earthquakes happen? You don't have any idea? Don't worry. I'll tell you why. Earth, the planet which we live on, consists of 4 layers. The innermost layer is the core, which is boiling hot. The core is divided into 2 parts, the inner core and the outer core. The outer core is covered with the mantle, which is made up of hot boiling metal and molten rock. Above the mantle are the tectonic plates, and on the plates is the crust, made of hard rocks. The land we live on and the oceans are on the crust. Earth's crust is made up of 12 huge pieces. These pieces are called tectonic plates in scientific terms. The mantle is like a sticky river, and the plates float above them slowly. It's like floating a paper boat on a basin of water. If you shake the basin, the boat will move from one place to another. They float around like that, then meet at a certain point.
Passing through. Move away.
No, I'm passing through here. You move away.
They even bump into each other. Crash! There are places that the plates are more likely to bump into each other. These places are called earthquake belts. When plates bump in such belts, a part of them will not be able to endure more impact and will blow up like wham! That's when an earthquake happens. Earthquakes happen only in weak spots underground. The ground is not hard and firm everywhere. The place where the earthquake starts is called epicenter. It means the focus of the earthquake. From the epicenter, seismic waves spread out. Earth shakes because of these seismic waves. Seismic waves are invisible earthquake waves. They spread out like tides, upwards and outwards. They flow in wiggly waves or flow straight. There are waves that shake up and down, and waves that shake from side to side. The teacups clatter and the buildings shake because of these seismic waves.
Phew. I think it's over now.
Jenny looked up around and said, "No, wait. We shouldn't move until the earthquake is over." Daddy pressed Jenny's head down. If you move around while there is an earthquake, you can get seriously hurt by falling objects. If you try to go out, you can get trapped under the collapsing buildings. When the earthquake finally stopped, Jenny's family hurried up to the mountain. All the villagers joined them, too. The fashionable old man who lived in the house with the red roof came running with his coat on backwards. Linda, who's always sleepy, was standing there like a scared rabbit. The woman next door was protecting her head with a frying pan and shaking in fear. Everybody looked down at their village, terrified. Boom! Wham! The empty village echoed with a loud roar. The buildings started shaking like pendulums, then cracked down. The roads that the cars were running on were pushed upwards. The railroads were bent like licorice, then snapped in half. The houses sank into the ground so that it was hard to even see them. Earthquake Village became a terrible mess because of the earthquake.
I've never experienced such a terrible earthquake.
It's a miracle nobody got hurt.
Oh, what should we do now?
Everyone sighed and teared up. Jenny was crying too. Jenny's house with the blue roof also had sunken into the ground.
Our house is gone.
It's all right now.
Mommy held Jenny's hand. We can always build a new house. Daddy put his hand on Jenny's shoulder.
The most important thing is that we're all alive.
Jenny nodded quietly. Even with a very scary earthquake, Mommy, Daddy, Jenny, and none of the villagers got hurt. What a relief. We can build a new house again, right?